What's good? What's good, y'all? DFW Sportscast here. I actually started the stream late. Got off of work pretty late, and just enjoying the game here. It looks like the Mavs are making history right now. It looks like they're trying to be the first 10 seed to get into the playoffs through the play-in tournament. They're absolutely dominating the Kings right now. Like it is almost I don't know. It's unbelievable how they're doing right now against the Kings at this current moment. Uh yeah, with the 89-68 lead right now with around 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. I mean the third quarter. Unbelievable. Bear with me one moment. I don't know what's going on with my screen, y'all. Bear with me just a second. Let me try this. All right. That seems a little better. Let's see if I can get something going here, y'all. Uh, but yeah, man, Anthony Davis has been pretty dominant, and the game is going how I thought it would go if the Mavs came in, um, focused. Um, Not to say that I mean I can't count Sacramento out because of the duo with DeMar DeRozan and Zach Levine. Man, they're amazing. Like literally, they're I mean, DeMar DeRozan isn't the best 3-point shooter, but mid range he's king. Like getting to the basket, drawing fouls. Levine can do it all. He can get to the rim, he can shoot the midi. He can handle it a little bit. He can step back for a three. He's really, really efficient this year from three. I think he's like 46%. So shouts out to them. But the Mavs with their size, putting Najee Marshall in the game, and starting him out at point guard. We've been experimenting with that. PJ Washington shoots another three. We're up 92-73, man. And I mean, this is what Nico Harrison envisioned when he said, hey, defense wins championships. And right now you're seeing the Mavs defense on display. It was definitely on display against the Raptors. We've seen it a little bit um, throughout the 9 or 10 games that AD's played. We've had some games where he looked really good defensively and the team looked really good. Um, oh man, Brandon Williams is on the ground. Looks like there is a foul. He's really in pain. Hopefully he's okay. He did suffer a oblique injury on Sunday against the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, he looks a little. Yeah, he looks a little hobbled right there. And right now the Mavs have they forced the Kings to continue to foul them, and they're in the bonus. Like they've been in the bonus the whole third quarter it seems. So um, it's it's been pretty amazing to see what the Mavs have been able to do right now. Like is they're having their way right now at this point. Um, I don't really, yeah, they're really having their way right now with the Kings. That's all I can say right now. Um, let's see. Let me see if I can get something on here. One moment. Yeah, it's been an amazing game. I just didn't see them coming in and blowing them out though. I just didn't see that because we've been struggling literally all year. Just the injuries and you know the trade. It seems like every day we turn on the TV, they're talking about the Mavericks in some way, shape, or fashion, and I'm not really used to this. Even with us having Luca and Kyrie, we haven't always been the team that's gotten this much publicity. And it seems like since the trade, we have been nonstop um, coverage. It's like people are camped out in Dallas right now, to say the least. But yeah, man, I don't really know. I'm trying to get my my Clay Thompson jersey back there in the viewpoint. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, man, yeah, it's just amazing right now to see how the team is just continuing to fight. And I know there's been a lot made of Nico Harrison in the front office and the ownership with the trade. But one thing I can't agree with Nico is that the team does play better when they're locked in defensively. Now, um, they definitely they're gonna need Kyrie, and I definitely think they need another ball handler. Like I said, the draft is going to be very important. At this point, all we can do is, true Mavs fans like myself, is just support the team as much as possible. As they continue to fight. I mean, I'm definitely proud of the players. I know a bunch of teams that could have just, they mailed it in and got ready for next year. But these guys competed hard and they continue to stay in it, and that's what's important. Um, you know, it's just been amazing to see, and that mentality goes a long way. So, I mean, if they don't trade everybody that's significant to the team next year or this off season or next trade deadline like they did this year, I mean, I feel like they got a chance. Like I said, you add Kyrie to this group, and we're pretty scary. I was personally at the game, um, February 8th, 2025, the first debut of Anthony Davis as a Dallas Maverick, and for 3.5 quarters, it was amazing to say the least. I mean, he was flying around teams. We played Houston, by the way. Houston was, you know, a top five team at the time. Um, you know, and they were balling, and we literally had a problem with them. They were blowing us out at home early in the year with Luca, and we did a late game comeback. But other than that, um, yeah, man, we had those guys getting to the paint. Guys like Amin Thompson and Zach Levine. Sorry, I'm watching this game still. We got guys like Amin Thomas and Jalen Green who were literally making a U-turn when they get to the paint. I've never seen that before. Not in the Dirk era, even with Tyson Chandler, not in the Luca era. So it was amazing to see that, and they struggled until Anthony Davis, unfortunately, he got hurt, and things just literally went downhill from there. But for 3 quarters, I was in amazement. For my first game, seeing AD play in person for the first time, but also seeing him as a Maverick for his very first game, I would never forget that experience. This guy was all over the place, getting rebounds, assists, blocks, setting the offense up, shooting threes, middies, posting up. I mean, it was amazing. This was the first time where the team didn't look like they were just perimeter based offense. We were really running plays and setting them up. It looked amazing, but obviously Kyrie already knew how to get him the ball and all of that. So it looked like everybody was just kind of just going off of their, 80s natural gravity that he had on the floor, and it worked. And as you see today, it looked like he was very, very hyped up to play this game. And I mean, he's gotten good looks. I mean, he's looked very aggressive in certain ways. He struggled early. But I have to say this, man, Clay Thompson, man, shout out to Clay. Shout out to Clay, man. It's been amazing to see how he's looked as well. I mean, the guy, he got hot in that second quarter, man. Um, I don't think he missed a shot in the second quarter. I mean, he came in and torched Sacramento. I mean, right now the Mavs are leading 99-81 at the end of the third quarter, man. And it looked like, I mean, like I said, Sacramento is still fighting. So at the end of the day, they're still at home, and they're a team that can really get hot. DeMar DeRozan and Zach Levine, I know they call them the Sacramento Bulls because from their time in Chicago, they literally both of them just left being with the team last year. So, but they're back to being that duo, scoring inside and out. So they can get hot at any minute. And you still got Keegan Murray and the young guy, the little point guard now, Kean Ellis. I mean, hey, man. Malik Monk is out. I mean, this team is very talented offensively. I'll tell you that much. And I mean, it's a bonus not a pushover either. So, um, hats off to those guys. But Klay Thompson, man, Klay. I mean, like I said, he's played 23 minutes. 16 points, um, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He's 5 of 7 from field goal range, but 4 of 6 from 3-point range, and two of two from the free throw. I mean, Clay has looked awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it was some of those threes that he hit, and I know it had to feel good. I see a big smile on his face. But last year he went 0 of 10 in the play-in tournament against Sacramento, and that was his last game with the Warriors. And everyone knows how controversial that was. He went 0 of 10. They were already pushing him out the door. He kind of looked around the arena. I actually watched that game live. I'll never forget that. He was looking around the arena. And, he looked pretty sad because he kind of already knew, hey, I'm not here anymore. Like, I won't be in Golden State. So, and for him to go 0 of 10 and pretty much cost him a game. Let's be real. I mean, him going 0 and 10, ruined their chance of going and getting into the playoffs. So, their season was over with, and now he's able to get back to Sacramento. And I can tell from the beginning, I know he started out missing a few jumpers, but he really got hot in that second quarter. And then AD gets hot, from him struggling from shooting wide open threes to now he's knocking down top of the key 3-pointers at top of the arc, hitting middies, and, just being a beast, man. Both of those guys took over. Um, so, yeah, man, like I say, I mean, it's one game at a time at this point. I mean, you got a Mavs team that literally teams have been everyone. Let's not even say teams. Everybody, has counted them out. They wanted AD to be shut down, which it did make sense. But at the end of the day, um, I don't think it would have benefited us much to do that, considering the team still has talent outside of him that could lead us to a win. I mean, we've seen it. There was times where we were resting Kyrie when he needed a rest, and we still had guys winning games before the All Star break. It was throughout the season we've had people in and out of the lineup, you know, um, and we've continued to win and win and win and win. So there's teams that you literally have to start losing from game one because there's teams competing to lose every year. It seems like they're not trying to win at all. They're wanting the top pick and they're just rotating. Those the lottery pick balls. In the lottery, the draft lottery. So um, every year. So that is a competition. So I mean, if it's either you're going to compete to win or compete to lose. And I'm gonna tell you, the compete to lose is a whole lot harder, especially now with the NBA really putting a microscope on teams doing that because they're trying to make the league more competitive. Um, as you can see with some of the conspiracy theories. I don't let me not get into all that, but this league is trying to stay competitive, and they can see when teams are trying to lose, and there's been investigations. I don't have to go all throughout the different organizations, but I can tell you about my team, the Mavs, when we tanked the last few games of the season, and then we were horrible at it, and it was Nico's, I believe, his second season, and we had just got Kyrie, and we were fined, and they was contemplating taking a draft pick away or something like that. I can't remember, but it was a real big conspiracy, and we ended up getting Derek Lively, of course, which is a big piece right now to our future. But to say the least, man, it's hard to do that. So like I said, it was only right. You got guys like Klay Thompson. Oh my goodness, what a play by Klay! That should have been a foul. 101-83, y'all. Beginning of the fourth quarter, 10 minutes ago. Yeah, man, you got players like Clay who came here because of Kyrie, of course, and then the opportunity to play with Luca, and everything changed around, and the injuries, and this guy's played almost 80 something games this year. Like, that is crazy. A guy coming off an ACL injury who has fought his way back, and for him to fight his way back, dealing with those injuries, um, he's been amazing. That's all I can say. He's been just a professional with everything that we've been dealing with, to say the least. Um, yeah, man, I'm definitely. It's awesome to see. That's all I can say. This team could have melted in a long time ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't going to get on here tonight, but I said, you know what, man? Let me get my piece. Let me say my piece here with all the negativity that's going on with the team. Some of the head scratching PR moves that the Mavs has made. And I want to say this, man. I do not support what Nico Harrison is doing in the front office, the owners, whatever's going on. Uh, the CEO, Rick Welts. I'm not a fan. Like, you know, at the end of the day, Mavs Nation, MFLs all around the world, in the DFW area, wherever you're at, um, this is horrible, man. The way that they have handled this trade, the way they've handled the media, the way they've just not shown a lot of sensitivity towards the fans has been an issue. And I know there's been some lines that may have been crossed. No, I don't think there should be like threats towards Nico's family or anything like that or anything derogatory or whatnot. I think that's a little bit extreme, but I mean, should his job be on the line? Of course. Like if I'm the owner, you got to look at that. Like, the owner, it looks like he doesn't really know what he's doing. He doesn't really know basketball, and he's trusting Nico. And I would really be honing in on trying to see about that because they're in jeopardy of losing everything with the way everything has went with the trade. Team could be possibly losing out, on revenue going forward, and support. The whole culture has changed in Dallas. Like we're not used to, I couldn't have never imagined Dirk getting traded. Like that would never happen, you know. So Dirk not being traded and him getting to finish this year, and he has a statue out in front of the AAC, you know, finishing his time out in Dallas and leaving on his own terms. We just all expected that that would happen for Luka. I don't care what issues we might have seen, or we hated he complained to the refs, or he never got back on defense because he's trying to complain to the refs, or him getting kicked out of a pivotal, game at home in the finals, fouling out or whatnot. You know, um, his defensive deficiencies. He was a generational talent. That's a top three player, and yeah, that's gonna be hard to replace because he's a gamer. We know what he can do. He plays hurt. You know, and I know that's the difference between him and AD. You know, there's just different levels, but at the end of the day, if we can, the Mavs can finish this game out with 10 minutes left, up 103 to 83, man. This has been a crazy up and down season, but this team has fought, and I've seen them battle through so much adversity. And if Nico somehow his crazy, wow, that's Rich Paul looks like it's at the game. Support Anthony Davis, his client. Um, if this is what he's saying, you know, if this Mamba mentality, this defense, because I'm gonna be real with y'all. If people are comparing the defense when Luca was on the team to AD's on the team, with AD only playing 9 games, um, with all the injuries we've had, and I just wouldn't try to compare anything right now. It's just not a good thing to compare. Like we were never at full strength at any point this season. At any point, we can start it off with uncertainty with Kyrie breaking his hand out of nowhere this summer, and having to come back. Um, and it's just been one ailing injury after another. Luka was hurt all year this year. Kyrie had some injuries. here and there, and then of course he's out for the season. PJ, Najee, Lively, Gafford. I mean, we haven't been healthy enough to judge the team since this trade. Like we actually got even more injured since the trade has happened. So, yeah, I would wait on my assessment of this trade and also the defense and the defensive impact that AD makes. Because I mean, at this point, you know, it's just not a big enough sample size. So that's my opinion. Um, yeah, it looks like Sacramento is still fighting. I can tell you that much. This is a very hard fighting game. Sacramento is still gonna. They're still swinging. They're back against the ropes, but they're swinging. I tell you that much. And this is what I expected, man. This is why I wanted a home game in Dallas. Um, but it looks like we're not gonna get that. So whether they win today or not, they're not gonna play a home game unless they get into the playoffs. And that's another story. You win this when you got Memphis waiting on you in Memphis. So it's tough. But like I said, I'm gonna hold out that they win and try to enjoy. And AD is grimacing. Like I said, he's getting banged up right now. This guy needs surgery. Like this dude is playing and he needs surgery. It's clear. Like the injury that he has needs rest and surgery, and he's continuing to push through. And my hat is off. Tip my hat to him. For just being a professional. That's one thing I've seen out of AD. You say what you want to say about him, but he's been a professional. And injury prone or not, man, he's a guy that needs to be in that locker room. His leadership, his professionalism is something that is contagious, and it's a good thing to have around a team. Um, I mean, the guy, could be chunking up shots if he wanted to. I know I would. I can get all my touches. This guy's trying to get triple doubles. So it's a positive situation right now, to say the least. So you know, but once again, man, the Mavs are up 103-85. It's about less than 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So I'm just waiting to see, if they can finish it out, and then we can focus on what happens on Friday. What's the matchup look like there? Um, I don't know, man. This is a crazy situation right now to even think about. Like I really thought, this would have been the last game of the season. We've been trying to talk about the draft and what type of prospect we're going to get. Since we do, looks like we're going to have a lottery pick. I don't know now at this point. If you continue to go further, I don't know what. I know that has something to do with the draft position. So you're looking at a lottery team, a team that's picking in the lottery, then now you're picking in the mid round, so midpoints of the first round. So I don't know how this will go. Um, but like I say, the Mavs don't need much. We just, maybe need another point guard, and of course, a healthy Kyrie, and just a healthy team in general. I wouldn't, I'd be hearing a lot of rumors and everything. But I don't think we should do another major trade. Like we shouldn't trade any more pieces. We have the camaraderie already built in the locker room. The team believes in Kyrie. He's our leader. And then you have another guy like AD who's showing his leadership coming in and gaining respect. I mean, he plays on both ends of the floor. When Kyrie's locked in, we know what he is. Um, you got PJ Washington, you got Lively, you got Gafford, you got Clay. Yeah, I like I said, I wouldn't try to do any major overhauls. Um, but guys that I'm looking to move, Omax, you know, Jaden Hardy, and I don't think we had to even worry about moving him. I don't think we're going to pick up that contract, and that is, Spencer Dinwiddie. Sorry, and I believe at this moment in the game, I did check earlier, he was a DNP, and it looks like he's still a DNP, and Brandon Williams has taken his minutes. Simple, Brandon Williams and Dante Exum have literally took all the point guard minutes, and it's been awesome. Um, yeah, 17 minutes by Brandon Williams. Yeah, and then Dante Exum has 13. So, and Christie has 11. So, and Caleb Martin. Like literally, this team was set up to make a run. If we had Kyrie, this team was literally set up to have a nice deep rotation. You know, like I don't even think I think Najee would be playing off the bench right now. But we have to use him as a starting point guard, and it's just been amazing, you know, that we've had so many injuries and we're able to look the way we've looked. Because I'm gonna tell you something, this team is really competitive, and AD hasn't even gotten comfortable yet. I think we're just going off of just a natural feel as we go. We didn't have a training camp. We didn't have any type of many practices at the end of the year. You know, he's been injured a lot, so you got to keep that into account. I mean, I think he missed what 18 games or something like that since his debut with the Mavs. So, I mean, it's been a lot. Um, like, look at this team. We're rebounding like crazy. I mean, now they're not making much right now, but it's just we're all over the place, man. We got all this length. You know, it's just a big problem for teams, and it's just really hard. And I hate to keep saying it, man. If we would have had Kyrie, man, this would have been another deep playoff run. We would have been scary, man. I seen it in person, man. We just get out and run. That's it. Like we don't even give you a chance to set up. We're blocking shots and we're just pushing the ball down the court. Kyrie running the point. Simple, simple. Like it's easy, man. Oh my goodness, man. 103-85, man. Mavs with 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Oh my goodness. The Mavs are getting cold. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a tough 7 minute stretch. I'm not gonna lie to you. We can't hit a basket right now. This is amazing. This is amazing. Wow, wow, wow. Man, oh man. Seems like the clock is just having a little malfunction there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I see one of our bigs hit the floor, um, it just makes me nervous. And AD, he gets knocked to the ground and he literally looks like an old man getting up. Like it's oh my God. I'm uh, Gafford hits the ground, I'm nervous, you know. And our big guys have been flying around, you know, trying to catch lobs, blocking shots, you know. Oh, what a nice bank shot there, fadeaway bank shot by Anthony Davis. He's on a mission right now, man. Like I said, Anthony Davis gets a lot of respect from me. Like I said, we're not mad at you, Anthony Davis. The real Mavs fans, we're not mad at you, man. We don't hate you. We don't have any problem with you. But we did lose our prince, man. We did lose our prince, man. This guy was running the city, man. This is, you know, Luca was Dallas, man. We, you know, that's hard to transition from. But buddy, I'm telling you, you keep playing how you play, and if you can possibly, just possibly, stay as healthy as you can, brother. Man, we in there. We locked in. We locked in. Yeah, man. This is yeah, man. It's 107-88, man. 520. 520 left in the game. A little over 5 minutes left. Let's run this thing out, man. Let's get out of Sacramento. I seen some. I don't know if it's true, but it says the Mavs play for packed for a oh, what a nice dunk by Gafford. Oh, okay, okay. Doug Christie calls a timeout, man. Well timed timeout. Tell you that much. But yeah, man. I heard the Mavs pack for like a 8 game road trip, 8 day road trip. Uh, this game is Sac. They left Dallas yesterday after practice. That would have been Tuesday afternoon, and then this game, another game Friday in Memphis, and then if they win in Memphis, that's another 2 games in OKC. So that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I seen something on the social medias on the X app. So, and if that's true, that's really crazy. But you know what? Um, with Jason Kidd being the coach, I'm not surprised, man. Um, I'm not surprised at all. It's kind of something that I've kind of seen when he was a Maverick. Definitely later on in his career when he made the playoff run in 2011. Um, him being with the team years before that, the vets and everything, where they were all black on their closeout games and stuff like that. So I know that mentality is there. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is really crazy. I don't know how to feel about this, man. It's just I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I just really didn't think we could go into sack and look as dominant as we did. Yeah, Hey, I know one thing. It's got to be scary to look at Lively Gaffer coming off the bench, but Lively, AD, and PJ Washington. Like that's like we got. Oh, I don't know what just happened with Anthony Davis. I don't know if he got hit in the face or what. Yeah, he got hit in the face. Yeah, he's a little frustrated. I guess somebody threw an elbow. Oh, yeah, Sabonis. Yeah, Sabonis. I don't know what to say about him. But he has his fair share of dirty plays. But it looks like he got bowled in the mouth. His mouth is bleeding. By Sabonis. Yeah, man, that's kind of one of the things I was worried about in this matchup as well. Sabonis kind of, is a gritty player, gets tangled up with players. Just with all of the injury history we've had this year, it's been tough. It's been tough. Look at Nico Harrison. They just keep putting the camera on Nico, man. Oh man, I'm telling you, ESPN messy, man. Yeah, but Anthony Davis pretty hot right now. He's looking at the refs like there should have been a flagrant. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, Anthony Davis' lip is pretty busted. Hey, man, he's been getting beat up ever since he's got to Dallas. I mean, his own teammate, Friendly Fire, elbowed him in the eye, and he was bleeding then, and then now his mouth is bleeding. Yeah, man. For a team that went to the finals exactly last year, and for us to turn around and be a play-in team, this is not the expectation we were looking for. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We were looking to get right back to the finals and possibly repeat that run again and get a second rematch with the Boston Celtics. So I can tell you how depressing this is right now to be excited over a play-in game. Wow, Anthony Davis is doing what he wants. A finger roll, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh man, this is amazing. What a performance, man. That's all I can say. Another dunk by Gafford. We should let the clock run out at this point. Seriously, it's over. We can put a fork in it. Levine with another three. See, 113.95. Mavs can't let off the gas, man. I don't trust it. This the NBA, man. I done seen some crazy stuff happen. I done seen some crazy things happen. Let's man, oh man. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Yeah, man. This is this is amazing to say the least, man. I'll tell you that much. 113.95, man. 3:32 to go. Yeah, man. I want Clay to go on and try to get him a 20 piece right now. Uh-oh. Clay Thompson, another jumper. Fade away. Think my boy up to what? 18 points now? No, Clay got a smooth 20 piece. Okay. Clay got 20. AD got 27. 9 and 1. Okay. PJ got 15. Nice game by Brandon Williams, man. 17 off the bench. We needed that. He helped us in the first half. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. Clay with another three. He got 23 points right now. 23. Oh, he's hot. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. 5 of 7 for three, man. Man, playoffs is different, man. Playoff ball is different. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Playoff ball is different. Oh my, oh my goodness, man. PJ Washington just, I realized that he has a lot of good potential when it comes to just getting to the basket. Um, it's nice to have the little knockdown three he has, but man, if he attacks, gets to that paint, man, add that to his game, put that ball on the floor, man. Hey, he can be on another level, man. And he just drew a foul now and went flying out of bounds, landed pretty awkwardly. But yeah, man, he's a dog, man. Shout out to PJ Washington. All right, this one is all but over. It's 2 minutes left, man. Um, yeah, man, this is really crazy. I didn't really pick the Mavs to win this game. That's the crazy thing. I was like, man, you know what? Let's go ahead and pack this up. Let's wrap it up, man. This has been a crazy season. We don't need to go through the um no more of the antics and the drama anymore. Let's put it into the soap opera, as they say. So yeah, this has been amazing to see. Um Honestly, this is amazing. Amazing, amazing, man. Yeah, man. That's the final score up there, you guys. It's the final score. Well, not the final score. I'm sorry. It's the current score, but it's all but final. It's all but final at this moment, to say the least, man. It's 120 to 98, man. Sorry, y'all. This is my first time using the streaming platform here, so I'm new to it. Definitely going to start having guests on here, doing all the different live sporting events. So stay tuned, y'all, with DFW Sportscast for sure. But yeah, man, this is all but over. It's all but over. We got the bench players in at this point. Spencer Dinwiddie finally getting some burn. Okay, that's what we need to see. Spencer Dinwiddie getting in when he can't mess anything up. No disrespect, but his second tenure in Dallas has been underwhelming. Sorry to say, but it wasn't supposed to be like this. He was the guy that was going to be our third string point guard. Because, if this was 2 years ago, this would have been a different outcome. I think he would have been a better Spence, but, he's just not that same Spencer Dinwiddie that I'm used to seeing, and that's okay. Injuries have put him into a position where he played more than he should. Yeah, so.
We were talking a little bit before the break about Sacramento.
And like I say, we held Sacramento to under 100 points until just now. They just hit a bucket to go for the lead to go to 120, 100. But this defensive effort was really good. Those are two dogs that we got. Literally, DeMar and Levine have killed us every time we played them this year. So it didn't. It's amazing to see how we came in and handled that matchup. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what we do against Memphis. So that'll be pretty interesting, to say the least. But Friday's going to be interesting. Another road game, another tough environment. And you got aggressive point guard coming off a close game with the Warriors. It's really going to be interesting to see how we match up against Memphis as well, because I think they can match up well with us. Memphis has Jaren Jackson. They got Zach Edey, and they got two good guards, within with Ja and Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain is that's another tough matchup, man. So, but yeah, man, this one's it. This is over, man. Not sure if I'm gonna stream on Friday, but if we make it to the playoffs, man, I'll make a guest appearance on here. Maybe have a party going. It'll be more entertaining. I can promise you that. But yeah, man. Looks like this one is in the books, man.
A minute of action here.
Some of the bench players for Sacramento are stat padding. They're shooting last minute shots and stuff like that. But we're gonna run this clock out. Let's get up out of here. Great Mavs win, man. On to the next one. Great win.
Their entire team came with great focus, physicality, and effort to clamp down.
All right, that's it, y'all. Good night, y'all.
DeMar DeRozan at 33, but in a losing cause. 27 points for Anthony Davis, 9 rebounds. Klay Thompson, outstanding, especially in that second quarter when the game turned. He had 16 in that quarter, 23 for the game, 5 threes. And how about Brandon Williams off the bench, 17 points on 8 shots. So it'll be Dallas and Memphis for the 8th seed on Friday night on ESPN. And then the playoffs will begin Saturday. Our final score, Mavs 120, Kings 106. For Tim Legler, George.